Alright everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to the King's Speech. So we're going to get caught up on Shonen Jump chapters since I've been MIA from the channel. So a lot of good content is going to be coming your way the next couple of days. So if you haven't already, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Without further ado, let us dive into it with Akane-Banashi Story 111, Too Shallow, with Rakugo supervision by Keiki Hayashiya, story by Yuki Suenaga, art by Takamasa Moe. Excuse me. Translation by Stephen Paul, and lettering by Sneeron. And we have Micro starting with, in this day and age, there's so many forms of recreation to enjoy, but in the past, such things were all but set in stone. For the most part, it was the world of nightlife, carrying on and cavorting with geisha and so on. In this era, they measured the time served to clientele with sticks of incense. When a new customer bought time in the parlor room, the establishment lit the incense. At the end of that stick of incense, you'd had one parlor performance. If you wanted to continue spending time with her, you'd pay up for another stick, then another. This incense could be pretty pricey too. And one ignorant rural maid got carried away. It's like, just one is worth so much? An entire bundle could make me filthy rich! And ran off in the night with a whole bundle of incense sticks. And you see, the audience is just looking like mostly confused by the story. It's like in one particular story, and you have the tabloid guy going, the tension is suffocating. Nobody's in the mood to even chuckle. It's like, but how time flies. And Akane is, and I'm sorry. Throat's dry. Akane's like, he's in the story now. It's like, it's always over so quickly. If only that stick of incense lasted a bit longer. So even still, I never get tired of hearing you sing your songs, Koito. And you seem just like mimicking, like playing a shamisen as he goes, vivid memories of my fine black hair in youth, one so finely trussed, now undone an hour of rest, as I lay my head on the cold pillow of my solitary bed. And Zencho's like, a Naguda song, or Nagauda song, like, a blatant attempt to warm up a frozen audience. It's an effective move, but the crowd's focus is on, and you see like people like kind of half clapping, and you see Isho just like finger steeple, just like with this serious, tense look on his face, and you see everyone just kind of like stopping and just like awkwardly looking at him. It's again, your cheap little attempts to fire them up aren't going to warm their seats. And Kashi was like, no clapping, no response. Nakane's like, Ani-san. And Tabloid Bro's like, he's getting nowhere with the talk or the song. A pitiful end to this attempt. Micro's like, gosh, that's harder than it seems. I'm certainly no geisha. He's just like, floats his hair back. He's like, I'm back. He's like, oh, young master, welcome home, sir. He's like, Sadakichi, come here, come closer. He's like, I can't. He's like, why can't? Why not? What? The steward said you shouldn't. And the tabloid guy's like, so he's just plowing straight through, huh? I'd expect him to be rattled a little. And say he's like, such mental fortitude. Kashi was like, he didn't even miss a beat. It's like, in fact, it's like, why did he tell you to stay away from me? It's like, well, the steward paid me 10 sen, you see. In that case, I'll up it to 50 instead. It's like, a whole 50 sen? I'm your man, young master. It's like, it seems your loyalty is easily bought. And you see him just like modulating through like a bunch of different expressions and gestures. And Akane's like, the words are flowing out of him, linking one line to the next. It almost sounds like he's singing. And you see Iken is like taken surprise before he goes, in the Taisho era, and the Taisho era was 1912 to 1926, there was a Rakugoka known as one of the Mutsumi Arch Four. His signature was a bright and melodious delivery akin to singing a song, a style of performance that evolved to be as pleasing to the ear as possible. Utai Choshi, singing style. And you have Koguma going, that's Baikuru Onisan's signature trick. Unlike with laughter, pure sound isn't affected by the mood in the room. And you see a doom doom, and there's just like dark clouds and like stone on the representing the audience. And you have Zencho just being like, you're too shallow. You've never thought about anything other than being a hit with the audience right before your eyes, have you? This is a test for promotion to Shinichi. What this audience wants is hardcore Rakugo. They're not interested in more artists like me. And you see Zencho in his little robe with today's MC in like this fancy party, like everyone dressed up in like fancy kimonos and suits, is like dancing around, trying to get a laugh, and everyone's kind of like laughing at him before they walk away. It's like the masses always save rapturous applause for them. And I think fucking young Isho and I assume young Shiguma being like, oh hey, being all popular. But that's fine. It's fine. I understand how you feel, how your pride works, and just what will really get under your skin. You'll feel the sting of all those bitter insults I tasted over the years. The pain, the humiliation, the agony. So, are you having fun yet, Maikaru Arakawa? This is I guess quick thoughts on the chapter. So again, this is very much a warm-up chapter. And I think again this one kind of unfortunately kind of showcases the limitations of this style of medium for Rakugo, where again we're kind of being exposited towards and being like told by Akane, like, you know, the way he's kind of like, you know, doing his performance, like everything he's doing, it's like he's singing almost a song, you know, he's trying to make it like lyrical. I assume is like what she's saying, like his performance is like. And to, you know, the credit of this series, it does try to like get that feeling across, where it's kind of like, you know, doing like the little quick montage of like him just doing like swapping between like the different facial expressions and like gestures and things that he's doing for his performance. So I appreciate that they're trying to like mimic or get across that sensation, that feeling as strongly as they can in that series. But again, it's kind of a limitation you really can't really overcome in this medium. So it's like a little bit unfortunate you kind of have like expose and kind of be told what they're doing. But I do like that they kind of link it to a history lesson where Iken's like, you know, this used to be a style of performance, this is what it was called, you know, etc., etc. I like those little details that are kind of like giving the audience a greater appreciation for Rakugo and its history and things like that. So I appreciate those aspects of it. Apart from that, I like that, you know, apparently, like, Zensho's whole thing's like, oh, he holds a grudge because, you know, he was trying to be, like, the funny fat guy, and, like, no one was taking him seriously, and, like, everyone else was sort of, like, you know, serious Rakugo. So it'll be interesting to see kind of, like, Maikaru apparently, like, refute that idea, because we've seen before where Akane watches performers, they seem, like, very whimsical, very carefree, which seems exactly like would be kind of like, you know, the king of comedies kind of style, where it's like it's more supposed to be like a certain type of entertainment versus Rakugo. So I'll be curious to see like Maikaru trying to like refute his argument, like, you know, that there is still a space for like artists like you just have to kind of like evolve with the times kind of thing. So it'll be interesting to see where it goes from here. But yeah, again, all solid chapter. I feel like, again, Akane always starts off its arcs really, really strong, but I feel like its conclusions are where kind of, it's like the third acts where it kind of drops the ball a little bit. So we'll see where this one goes from here. With all that said, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, this is Ash. I'll talk to you all later.